Are we okay? We got to fucking... We've got to do the fucking shit that we for fucking drug abuse. No! Are you listening?
Sit back and let me tell you the tale of a psycho named Lauren Lynn Armstrong and the unfortunate tale of a woman named Paula. You see, there are different accounts of what actually happened. One of the most believable accounts is that Paula was a friend of the family, and Paula had shown up at the house, and of course Lauren, his eyes got big as saucers. She said hello to him, and Mr. Penis, he knew from that moment on they were destined to be together. Lauren would invite himself into the conversations. He would grab a soda, come sit on the couch, and say nothing, and creepily stare at Paula to the point where it made her uncomfortable, and she stopped coming around. Lauren later found out that Paula had broken up with her fiancé or boyfriend, whatever they were at the time, and that's all he needed. Lauren turned his attention to her, asking his family information under the guise that he was just curious. And they gave him that information. And we know what Lauren does with information. He collects it, he stores it, and he uses it to his own advantage. There is a common theme when it comes to Lauren Armstrong and his perceived relationships. He shows up at their work, makes them uncomfortable, and eventually gets asked to leave. His family gets asked to intervene, and Lauren feels slighted. And for the rest of his life, he will feel he was the victim. They were headed to a relationship. The only problem was, in all the versions I've heard, Paula had no idea until it was too late that he had fixated on her. Something important to keep in mind is that Lauren once said he waited too long to make his move. Lauren, you didn't wait long enough, because according to the versions I got, Paula got back with her boyfriend. There wasn't even a bad breakup. They were just taking a break. They got back together, but that wasn't good enough for you. You couldn't leave that alone. You couldn't be happy that a couple was happy. You decided then, and only then, was it time for you to move in and show her what she was missing. Paula had no idea that this Romeo would start bombarding her work, her home. He'd try to talk to his own family to try to get more information about her. He would become enraged that she didn't call him back, enraged that she didn't appreciate the poems he was leaving on her car, dropping off at her work. Sitting outside in your own vehicle, Lauren, staring inside, hoping to get a good look at her. You were asked to leave the parking lot, and you argued, but you did. The second time you were asked to leave, you told them that your girlfriend worked inside. She got a new job, but you found her there too. Roy, he stepped in, and he tried to reel you back, but you fought it, and you kept going, and it got to the point where her boyfriend had to confront you at your family's house. You cried, you went to your room, and you told your family you had no idea why she would break up with you like that. This wouldn't be the last time you acted like this. Nikki, and any other woman that ever made the mistake of saying hello or being nice to you. You pick a woman, you fixate on her, and you create this imaginary world where she is yours and you are hers. But it always ends in the police, family, friends, anybody that can help trying to intervene and to rip you, a leech, off of them. Because if not, you will drain them. You will drain them to the point of exhaustion and frustration. And you hope that would break them down, enough to where they might give you a fair chance. But the truth is, Lauren, you make these women uncomfortable. You scare them. You need to change, my friend, because as of now, you have never had a real relationship. And that's why Paula goes by another name, because you are a psycho and you are a stalker. And there was never a relationship with Paula. And had your family and friends and her boyfriend not intervened, it would have only progressed, and you would have ended up in prison earlier. So, Lauren, you were never headed to a relationship. You were headed to a potential prison sentence.